Hey, welcome everyone. This is the Cowboy, and I want to share with you my first, well, it was supposed to be a vlog, but I guess it's not now because the audio just didn't work out, but hopefully get that corrected, and we'll do more of these. But just kind of a review on my recent purchase of the Indian Scout 60. Absolutely love the bike, so I hope you could definitely check those out, man. There's beautiful machines. And here you can see, just getting ready to head out, the Casa. And this particular model is 2019 Scout 60, 999 cc's. I think that equates to 78 horsepower, somewhere around there. But the one thing you'll never lack is the power. And that was one thing I was kind of worried about before I bought it, because initially I was going to buy the Scout Bobber because I think that's a fantastic looking bike, very cool looking bike, and had 1100 cc's, or around 1100, 1200 cc's, so you had a little bit more power there. So power was a concern for this one for me, and as soon as I got on it and rode it a little bit, that all went away. You're going to have plenty of power with these bikes, so I wouldn't, if that's in the back of your mind, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it at all, because that's just not going to be, it's just not going to be a big deal for you. Now, I will say, there have been times where I've been out on the highway and maybe wanted a little bit more as far as top speed goes, but that's just if you're just a freaking speed junkie. So, not something that most people are going to have to worry about. And once you get on this bike, too, it's such a smooth ride. Very light bike, very nimble, easy to move around. So you're going to have a lot of fun on this bike. You're going to have a lot of fun. Ruby metallic paint, ABS. ABS is going to cost you a little bit more. Not too bad though. I think it's definitely worth the extra money for the extra safety. As long as you know how to use the brakes. If you can use the brakes, then it's worth it. If not, save your money. Don't get ABS. And you can also see my shifty job of trying to place another camera there. Not very good. It doesn't work too well when it's shaking. And I've got like 5 different joints on that handle. You live and you learn. So we'll take care of that next time. Try to figure out a way to make that more stable. And yeah, it's a knockoff GoPro. I paid about $30 for it just to see what it would do. Not too bad. Definitely not a GoPro, but it might serve its purpose. Surely I can get $30 out of it. Before we get started, I had to stop in and get some gas. Man, I can't tell you how much I love this bike. Such an easy ride. Riding through Soddy Daisy, Tennessee, not too far from Chattanooga. Gotta make sure you have gas. It's a big deal. Pretty important. And the one thing about it is, whenever you stop somewhere, especially a gas station or wherever you're at, you're always going to get compliments. And as you'll see here in just a minute or so, I had someone come up and talk to me again, ask me about the bike. I mean, that's just a common theme with these Indian motorcycles. It's been 2013, I believe, was when Polaris bought out the Indian brand, and they have really done some really good things with it. They brought it back the right way. And so here's the gentleman, as I told you, stopped by and asked me about it, and saying that his father used to ride them. He'd been on some. Just a very cool thing. And that's, like I said, if I take it out and I stop at a gas station or wherever, that's going to be a common theme. People always ask about it. Say it's a sick bike or good-looking bike. So you're right, it is. So I bought it. I suggest you go get one. Crockett Power Sports. And kids, make sure you're all geared up correctly. Okay, in this video, maybe I don't have the riding pants, but I do have my gloves, obviously the helmet, and the riding jacket. I should make the purchase, the motorcycle riding pants purchase. I haven't went to that point yet. Probably be a smart move. And here I'm singing on the road again, and I'm glad you can't hear that. Again, this is supposed to be like a actual vlog where you could hear me as we're moving here. And the audio just didn't work out, so I'm going to work on that, and hopefully we can do more of this in the future. We'll fast forward to the video here, because quite frankly, I'm tired of this 7-jointed holding thing I've tried to construct here, and it's just not working out, so I had to take it off. So enough's enough. I had enough video for one little part at the beginning of this video, and that's all we're going to do. Not going to mess with it. So in the past, I know a lot of people name their vehicles, right? I've never done that. Never did that. The only thing I've named is my daughters and some dogs. That's about it. I didn't care about naming vehicles. But when I bought this motorcycle, one of the first things I said is, I got to name this. I got to name it. So the day I bought it, and again, I bought it at Crockett Power Sports in Chattanooga. Great people over there. Keith Holden, Casey Crockett, John Crockett. Man, they just really go out of their way to take care of you. And of course, when you're dealing with a great brand like Indian, it's pretty easy. But they really do take that extra step and go the extra mile for you. So when I bought the motorcycle, they take your picture, standing beside it, and of course they post it on social media. So I reposted that, and I put it out there on my social media saying, I need a name for the motorcycle. I've got a few in mind, but I want to get some suggestions out there. And of course, they came out, and Renegade, since I'm a Florida State fan, was one of them. I really liked that one. That was in my top 3. I was wearing a Dolly Parton shirt when I bought it, and when they took that picture. So, of course, Dolly was an example or suggestion thrown out there. You understand where I'm going with that. But one that was thrown out there that I can't believe I didn't think about, since I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan, was Jolene. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's it. That's the one. So from that point forward, this young lady right here was called Jolene. And to this day, she's Jolene, so don't mess with her. She'll treat you good if you treat her right. Jolene. If you don't treat her right, she'll get you. She'll put you in your place. Jolene. And I'm hoping to have her marked in some form or fashion. I don't know if you put the name on the gas tank, if that's like the motorcycle tramp stamp. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm hoping to do that. I think that would be a pretty cool look. Fun ride, smooth ride. It's the Indian brand, a lot of fun. Just really good looking bikes. And I was so close to buying that bobber, that Indian Scout bobber. It's probably one of the best looking bikes I've ever seen. Just a very cool look. So close to buying that until I saw this one. I knew I needed this one. But maybe I should go back and buy a bobber too. I think I should. Anyone want to help pay for that? Really move this bike around. one thing I would suggest too is taking the motorcycle safety course. I'd been riding in the past, never owned my own bike. Always knew people that had on. My family had some, so I did ride a little bit. So when I started to get back into this, or I wanted to get back into it, I wanted to buy an Indian motorcycle. I decided I needed to take the course. So I took the course, and let me tell you, you learn so much in that motorcycle safety course. Learn so much. Not only do you become a better motorcycle rider, you become a better driver overall. And I think that's really important. You do learn a lot, but as they told me, and they told a lot of people at the end of the course, you get your certificate, you pass, woohoo! They say, okay, now you're qualified to ride in the parking lot. And basically, that's true, because all of your skills are learned in the parking lot, and that's you don't get out, you're not in traffic, not on 24 or 75 or Highway 27 with other people going 70, 75, sometimes to 80 miles per hour beside you. You're not beside a big rig, and you don't know how to deal with that wind coming off of it. So there's a lot of factors that you just won't experience during that safety course, and all that is, you just have to get out and experience it. You have to get out there and ride. That's when the real learning starts. But I'm not going to discredit that course at all. I took it, and I learned a lot, and I'll probably take it again in a couple of years just as a refresher. I think it's that good. Especially if you've never rode a motorcycle, definitely take it, because they're going to teach you everything you need to know. Or if it's been a long time, take it. Well worth the money. You will not be disappointed with the knowledge you gain from that. You really won't. Instructors are top notch. This is riding through right here. Just having fun on a beautiful afternoon. Ride my bike. Huh. So yeah, motorcycle safety course, that's definitely a yes. Crockett Power Sports, definitely a yes. Naming your motorcycle, I'll say yes. Jolene would agree. Getting out and riding, absolutely. Definitely get out there and enjoy the weather. Enjoy your motorcycle, man. And I just took mine in, actually, for the first 500-mile service. So break-in period's over for mine. So now we're getting out there. We're going to put some real miles on it. On roads like this, I prefer to be on the back roads. I know a lot of people out there maybe they like being on the highways and interstates a little bit more. I think if you have a cruiser like I have, it makes more sense to be on these back roads. And if you have a sport bike, maybe it makes more sense to be, I don't know, I'm not going to say that. You see more sport bikes on the highways and interstates. You see cruisers too, but it just feels, I don't know, maybe I'm stereotyping here, where cruisers seem to be on more back roads and sport bikes seem to be more open road, highway, interstates, stuff like that. And here I'm about to pull over because there's this jackleg behind me who is following way too close, and he obviously didn't take the motorcycle safety course as for distance between you and the car in front of you. So I'm just going to pull over and let him go by. I didn't like that situation at all. I mean, he was way too close. And on that motorcycle safety course, they have it at Chattanooga State, I think twice a month. So I just Google that, Chattanooga State motorcycle safety course. I believe it's twice a month, and they do it rain or shine. So it makes sense. You're going to have to ride in the rain at some point, right? If you're out and about, you have a pop-up storm or pop-up shower, guess what? You got to ride. So I'm just headed back here. Headed back to the casa. I got to figure out what's going on with that. with that mount right there. It's just not. It's probably because of the 7 different joints I constructed there, which is a terrible idea. Hey, that's what I'm full of. Terrible ideas. You're welcome. Thank you. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you're probably on it right now. Please do so. You just search Nooga Cowboy. Also check out my other series, the Chattanooga Burger Tour. If you're ever through Chattanooga, you're riding through. Well, first of all, go to Crockett Power Sports if you need anything, because they'll, boom, right there, they'll take care of you. And if you're looking for a nice burger to eat, you can check out some of my Chattanooga Burger Tour videos, and they'll direct you to some really cool spots. Really good burgers. No fast food chains involved there. It's just all mom and pop, and you got some chains, but they're definitely worth the visit. So back to the comment I was making before we discussed that Jack Black was following too close. Just your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Cruisers, do you see them more on the back roads, and sport bikes mainly on the open road, interstates, highways? Or am I just stereotyping there? I don't know. I love doing both, but I do love getting out and on these back roads and moving around a little bit. Lots of curves. It seems like sport bikers would love that too. Just when I'm out and about, I see more sport bikes on the main roads, on the highways. So I have not regretted this decision to buy an Indian Scout 60 at all. As I said earlier in the video, I thought it would be an issue with the power. Is it going to be enough? And only 999 cc's. I say only. Still a lot of power. But once I got on it and rode it for a little bit, I was like, I'm good. This thing will never run out of power. Top speed, maybe you want a little bit more, but that's just, you're talking about 5% of motorcycle riders that, maybe 10% that would, make that a big issue. Lots of comments on this bike, man. Just a lot of comments. Just be safe out there. Ride smart. Man, that's. I've had a lot of people tell me they questioned whether I should get a motorcycle, and I've had plenty of friendly advice since I've acquired one. And I get it. There's only so much you can do when it comes to other people. You can't control what they're going to do. You can't control if they're looking down at their phone, or you can't control if they're just not paying attention or arguing with the person in their passenger seat. So there's only so much you can do when it comes to that. But if you stay aware, stay focused, I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay as far as what you can do on your end. Just give yourself plenty of distance from you and the car in front of you. Have that escape route. And just remember all those things they teach you in the motorcycle safety course, and you're going to be good. You'll have a fun time when you're out there on the road. People out fishing. It's been a while since I've been fishing. I need to go back. I don't know. I got to find a place to put a rod here on Jolene, in the Indian Scout 60. I want you, speaking of Crockett Power Sports again, walking in that showroom, I said I was initially going to buy the Scout Bobber. I saw this one, I was like, I got to have that one. That one just, I've never been a red car, a red anything type of guy. They never appealed to me. But when I saw this, for whatever reason, it had the black wheels, and you'll see a picture of it here at the end of the video. The black wheels, the ruby metallic paint. I was done. I was like, yeah, I like this one. Beautiful bike. Got some other mods I would like to do. Upgrade the handlebars, the mini ape look. Again, get Jolene hand painted on the gas tank somewhere. I've already kind of modified the exhaust, but would like to try the 2-in-1. I think it's the Hacker Mayhem 2-in-1. That's gonna be really, really loud. I kind of didn't want to go too loud at the beginning because I think my neighbors kind of like me now, so I didn't want to mess up that relationship. If I go 2-in-1 with a Hacker Mayhem exhaust, that could damage some relationships. It shouldn't be too bad though. I think I'm not one that just goes crazy with it. So pulling into the house, get out and take a look at this bike. She's mine, fellas. You can't have her. Bum bum bum. Oh, that's beautiful. Whose motorcycle is that? Oh, it's mine. Gels. And so that's where I had them change out the stock exhaust. The Indian Scout 60 comes with chrome stock exhaust, and I had them change that out to go with a matte black. It just really matches the motorcycle. I think the chrome exhaust just kind of was out of place.